I just loaded up the game. And there's... Bro, I'm in the mage tower. Crazy. Damn. It sucks. Okay, it is dead. Strange. Okay. So... Do I voice over this? Okay, rather than me tell you guys what I'm gonna do, I might just voice over it. I'm gonna keep trying it, because it was semi-interesting, I think. And maybe you guys like it more? Let me know in the comments, because I'm genuinely not sure if you guys prefer the voiceover or me actively talking. But for this episode, I'm going to primarily use the voiceover. So, I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching, lol. Hello, it's me again. Voiceover form. Woo! For starters, I ran over to this tree and started gathering some wood, because, boy, with what I had planned, I'd need a lot of wood. I hopped from tree to tree, chopping them down, getting as much wood as I possibly could. With all that wood gathered, I headed back to start construction. If anyone's actually watched any of my previous videos, you would have noticed that I have a really bad storage system. So, I planned on building a giant storage building for chests and so on. I had a basic idea of what I wanted. I wanted a giant chest. I retrieved my builder's workbench, which I would need to turn my wooden logs into wooden planks, which I would be needing a lot of. Initially, I was gonna go for a 12 by 12 cube. However, big chest equals big funny. So, I doubled the length of the chest. I kept the width the same. However, I made it longer. Yes, I'm aware I'm using a pickaxe to mine dirt. And no, I do not care. With that, the basic outline had been completed. Now I just had to go up. And up I went. I ran out of my first lot of planks. So, back to the builder's table, and I made more planks. Here, I decided I would change it up a bit. Rather than just go planks all the way up, I wanted to almost make it look like it was textured. So, I added a layer of logs. I continued to go up and up, with layers of planks, 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 logs, planks, 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 logs. Ah, I suck at parkour, man. I suck at parkour. It's not even parkour, it's just a simple block jump. With this layer, I decided to place another layer of logs, just to make it look like a bit thicker of a plank. With that, the first part of the chest building was done. The next task was to build the lid. Or the... What's the top of a chest called? A lid? I don't know, the top part of the chest. With that, the first layer of the lid had been completed. Now I just had to go up again. Yes, a lot more wood was required. But I went up, and up, and up. I had finally ran out of wood. So, I went back to tree hopping. One by one by one, they fell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh my goodness, I got so many sticks. With this newfound wood, I headed back up to the lid of the chest that I was building. And, I forgot what to say. I continued going, I guess. I've already lost count of how many blocks I've built. Damn. Yikes. Far out. And with that, phase 2 of the chest was done. Now I just needed to complete phase 3, which is fix the hinges and make the little handle. For that, I went looking for a material that was light and somewhat yellow. Initially, I thought birchwood would do the trick. However, after turning them into planks, I realized that was more of a white than a yellow. So I went to the desert and I located some white sandstone, which did turn out to be a very good material for what I needed. With me having collected all that sandstone, I just needed to convert it into sandstone bricks, which I found a very smooth sandstone brick. Well, I suppose I could just call it smooth sandstone. And I used that to make the hinges and the handle, the top of the chest. It's gonna hurt. With the handle and hinges done, now I just needed to do the floor. I cut a nice hole in the wall to use as an entrance to the building. I then dug out the entirety of the inside floor. Using not only a pickaxe, I went and grabbed the shovel, because it was taking a bit of time. I had a lot to dig. I then started replacing it with birch planks. With that, the last thing I needed to do was harvest a bunch of logs to make a shit ton of chests. Which I did. And then I realized that, it was uneven. It was, 1 block wider than it was meant to be. Which, caused me to have a uneven spread of chests. Which, at the end of the day, still annoys me. But I can't be bothered to fix it. And with that, the chest room was completed. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Does mean well to me. And if you guys like this format of video, please let me know, because I'm very unsure of whether it's something I want to continue or not. I'm kind of impartial to it, but I'm sitting on the I'm a fence sitter right now. I can't decide if I want to talk actively during my videos like I used to, or if I want to become like this voiceover in future magical ghost spectre who's editing type shit. Okay. Goodbye.